Bootleg Cat Podcast special guest in here. G Slim's Revenge just dropped, my dog. G Perico.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
What's happening, man?
Well, today was a very active day, so I got to get your immediate reaction to the Kendrick Lamar diss.
Dope.
Euphoria.
I fuck with it. I woke up to it.
I woke up to that shit. Me too. As soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I was in bed like, I played that shit back like 5 times. I was
Yeah.
like, golly. There's so many there's so many lines that you really got to unpack.
We've been listening to it all day.
It's so
all
good.
Day,
like the
to
Pac
back.
line about the ring.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, he going in.
So are you taking Euphoria over push-ups?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. Like on some diss, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be hard to I don't know
come
what else.
back
with a diss record for that. It's like at this point, Drake got to just drop a hit song.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And
Just keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
It was an admirable effort, despite the I didn't like the AI shit. I thought that was kind of corny, but
Yeah, that kind of threw me off too. I'm like, what is?
But yeah, Kendrick delivered, man. I'm excited. I hope it goes on for like another 2 or 3 rounds.
But the crazy thing is, like a few weeks ago, we heard it's a 6-minute diss song, and then it wasn't coming, and I'm like, oh, it really was.
Well, Daylight
waiting.
tweeted that it was 19 minutes initially,
Yeah, they trimmed it down.
and they trimmed it down. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, 19 minutes.
Yeah, he dropped.
That's a fucking
He put a
EP.
whole EP on his ass. Yeah.
That shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man? Obviously, you dropped new music, which is amazing. I just was listening to the album Sunday while I was working out. Great album.
Dope, man. Yeah, I'm feeling real good about it, man. So I'm like stepping back out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? On my flood. So this the intro.
Well, yeah, because you were kind of like, I feel like the last few months of the year, you were kind of chilling out. You know, like obviously we were used to you just relentless
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah,
Pause.
so after Hot Shot, and then we went
Yeah.
on tour, and then I just made a shitload of money. So and then other things going on, just going great. I've been living a little because I was really on one for like 3 years straight.
Just digging in.
Yeah. So I just took some time and was, relaxing, getting life in order, resetting, figuring out my new direction and all that. So
Just making new music,
Yeah,
recording, plotting.
yeah, so now we back at it. You know what I mean? We back in the field, and G Slim's Revenge is a great start, man. I didn't realize how dope the project was until I listened to it.
It's fire, dude. It's good. It's a damn good album, bro. Like,
Yeah, and I've been playing it back. I do a project and I play it once or twice in the car, just to slide, probably do a few Instagram clips. But I've been having that shit on repeat. I had to snap out of it and get back in mode. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get lost.
You're gonna get lost in your old shit.
Yeah.
How much music you plan on dropping this year?
At least 6, at the lowest, 6 projects.
6 is. I mean, we got about 7 months left in.
Yeah, so I'm dropping another one in a few weeks. And then me and Hit Boy got one. Then me and Drama shit almost done.
So another drama tape.
Yeah.
You and Hit Boy, is it already recorded? You and Hit shit.
Yeah, we got a few joints.
What? Because you know what's crazy about Hit is like his sound is so diverse. Like he could do a whole fucking Nas project, and it sound like it's some New York East Coast ass shit, and then he could do some shit with you, or he could tap in with like Blast or whoever, and it's like the range is just so immaculate.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Beyonce, he's on fucking the Beyonce country album. Like,
Yeah, Hit is definitely an alien, man. The one of one for sure.
what is the difference between working with someone like Hit and then working with this asshole over here, Steels?
Like Hit, Steels is home team and shit. So
Right, you
we
get like
built-
first dibs probably, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah, he got a secret folder that he'll slip and play on accident. Like, nigga, where that's at? But like me and Steel's building on some whole other shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then with Hit, of course, somebody with like major accolades and just cultural.
Yeah, you don't know all this stuff he's working on at once.
Exactly. So it's just a different type of energy. Like I'm stepping in a little more aggressive, and it's like a little bit of pressure because I know he fucking with Jay-Z, Nas,
Beyonce.
Fucking, he probably
Rihanna.
leaving to get with Kanye.
Right.
So I know that he carving out time for me from dealing with like these super big icons. So it's just like a it's real special.
Do you take his lead? Like, because I'm sure he plays like in terms of the direction of where the project goes.
Yeah, so he'll just go through the beats. You know what I'm saying? Show me some shit he working on. I show him some shit I'm working on, vibe out a little bit, and then go through the beats. And he'll cook up, and then I'll be like, "That's it right there." You know what I mean? The last joint we did though, he like, "This it." I agreed, and went in. You know what I mean? And it was it's something a little different, but it's along the lines of my thing.
Right.
So I think the people gonna appreciate it.
You are one of the few LA artists who could actually like tour across the country.
Yeah.
And sell tickets in like places like DC or Atlanta or New York, all these places. What is it that you think that you've been able to, because you've done that while still being like unapologetically like LA, but like, again, like depending on what project of yours you listen to, like sonically things can sound a little different, but to me, like just you as like a rapper you're unapologetically LA. You can't help it. Even if you're on some down south shit, if you're on the hot shot shit, if you're on, but what is, you think, like the secret to how you've been able to break through the glass ceiling that I feel like a lot of West Coast artists unfortunately can't do, man? Like it's like shit cuts off after Arizona for a lot of these guys.
I mean, I think just the main thing that, and it's super simple, but people like look over it. The most simplest answers are the hardest questions to figure out, right? So it's basically I give the people something to connect to. I give them the story. I give them me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like, I mean, of course it's a character, it's a brand, it's a thing, but it's actually me and it's relatable. You know what I mean? And my goal is to inspire and of course to move the culture forward, but like just to connect to the everyday person. You know what I mean? So I think that's got a lot to do with it.
Do you think too, like, I just also feel like you're like consistent, because a lot of people will, like, did you feel the difference between when you were on Rock Nation and you couldn't really drop when you wanted to where the fan base has grown since the last 3 years where you've been just on this tear?
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Again, it's just like over questioning something that's already there.
Right.
It's like, all right, y'all signed me for this.
For a reason.
And then, once we get to the table and we get to the huddle, we trying to figure out something that's already answered. This is my thing. This is what I do. Mm-hmm. And this would be successful if we got the machine behind it. But with the game being how it is now, well, I can't say now because I don't know how it was then. I wasn't in it. But with the game how it is, with all these trends and trendy things, and next week is something that everybody hopping on, it's really nobody standing firm on what they stand on. So the A&Rs is all over the place. Like, people scared to get fired, people scared to take the risk, when actually the biggest risk is when you chase these fads. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, it's more of a slam dunk when you do your thing that people love you for. So
because that's something that is sustainable forever. Like, if you make a sound of a record and people, like you said, like it's microwavable. Like, right. Then what? Then you're by yourself in the cold when that fad goes away.
Exactly. And when I signed, like, I did, like, a lot of my audience did leave because we was already touring and doing our thing, but it was like, they got me doing how you want it, how it feel. Mm-hmm. How like that shit wasn't me at all, And the people like, what's going on? And then it wasn't coming as frequent, and I got like shit to pacify myself. I was just partying, having a good time, you know what I mean, and enjoying the scene. But what I did do was meet a lot of people and learn a lot about the business. But yeah, it's a huge difference from then and now.
Right.